Testing, testing. One, two, one, two. Yes, 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 yes. Here we go again. Yes. All right. Today we begin, and we are going to talk about starting a business online. Today I have my child in the studio with me. She's doing some dollar per hour homework. Hopefully she doesn't learn too much because then she's gonna know how much to charge me when she does edits for me and stuff like that. But it's all good. Okay, so I dropped something on my Facebook story from a suggestion from a friend who has been riding with me through this journey. But the question was like, well, what if a person hasn't been with you from the beginning and they're just hopping in right now and they don't know what you're doing? They don't know what's going on. And I said, that's kind of true. Maybe I should address that. So on my story, I explain what this is all about. What is the Makersville experience all about? And it really comes down to the timing, right? The timing and the price of software and the way the world is right now. And I think if you ever thought about doing something online as far as business, or if you've ever thought about helping someone with the business, the time is right now. The time is right now. Fix your face, whatever you think you're doing, do that also. You need to really see what's going on in the digital online space because it's happening. The price of the software tools, the emergence of AI that does all the heavy lifting. Even if you weren't thinking about doing anything with business in 2024, you should be because why wouldn't you? You have over a billion customers. You have billions of customers, and it's not going to decrease because they're developing countries with online infrastructures every day, and there's still not a lot of people online, but they're getting online, right? So, I mean, it's the time to do it. So, just to show you that, I decided that I'm actually going to start a business right in front of you, actually. I had an old idea that I actually am going to revamp, and I think the time is right. Hold on one second. You good back there? All right. Well, go to the next one. Was that it? Okay. Well, then go ahead. You can go. You're dismissed. Here you go. All right. So check it out. So what we're gonna do is this. Let's go to the. Let me see if I can bring you here. I made a little cheat sheet for us, and we're gonna do this live. We're gonna do this right in front of you, just so you know what this is about. All right. So check it out. All right. Here we go. Hmm? Okay. And here we go. Okay. So how easy it is, or how easy is it, I should say. Let me see if we can go over here. Okay, so how easy is it to start a business in 2024, right? So this is the question at hand. How easy would it be to start a business in 2024? So let's see. Am I in? See you later, baby. So am I in the home view? Let's see. Okay, well, let's start there. That's not right. Okay, let's go. How do we get back to the home? Okay, let's go here and to present. And let's go start presentation. And let's see. Oh, what's going on here? Well, let's go all the way back, all the way back. Can we go home? Can we go home? Can we go home? Can we go home? All right. Okay, so here we go. I'm sorry, guys. First time I'm actually doing this. All right, so the agenda. So today's agenda. So today, what we're gonna do? These are the steps. Hopefully, we'll get through all of them. I'm only going for a half hour. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna secure a domain name. Right. After that, we're gonna secure a business email address. And then after that, we are going to secure some social channels. And then I don't think we'll get to this part. We'll probably do this tomorrow, but we'll find the logo. I had an old logo that I want to use, and we'll upload that to Canva so we can start getting busy with some Canva designs, right? All right, so check it out. So secure the domain name, right? That's the first thing. Secure domain name. I put in social channels, but we'll do that later, actually. Social channels shouldn't be there. So getting the domain name. All right, so I'm starting you off from the beginning as if to make believe you don't know nothing about anything on the internet or whatever, right? So bear with me. If you know this information already, listen again. It may wake something up. All right, so get a domain name. So a domain name is like an address of a house, but for a website on the internet. Just like you need a specific address to find someone's house, you need a domain name to visit a website. So everyone needs a domain name. If you're doing anything digital, you're going to need a domain name. For example, google.com is the domain name to go to Google's website, right? Domains help you find the right place on the internet just by typing it into the web browser. So all you got to do is type it in the web browser and you're there, right? Okay, cool. So domains are unique. And why do we say that? Every domain name is unique. All right. Just like no two people have the same fingerprint, no two websites can have the exact same domain name. This uniqueness helps ensure that when you type in a website address, you go to the right place. So no one has the same unique. There's no two Googles, there's no two Targets, there's no two Facebooks. All domain names are unique. All right. Next, Ah, we have to register your domain. Even if you own a domain name, you need a place to store your website's information so others can visit it. All right. This is called hosting. We're not going to do this today. We'll probably do this tomorrow or Wednesday. So think of the domain name as the address of the store, right? That could be like, I don't know, Macy's, and the hosting as the actual building of the store. So without the building, the address alone won't have a store for people to visit. Okay. In the same way, without hosting, your domain name does not have a website for people to see it online. That is very important that you understand that. Just because you secure the name, a domain name, you do not have a website yet because you have no way or nowhere to house it, right? It needs to live somewhere. That name, whatever you pick, mybusiness.com, mybusiness.org, mybusiness.net, has to live somewhere. We call that hosting. It needs a host. Someone has to host it. You need a house. Well, that's your host. You need a house. You got a host. You need a house to host so people can come in and buy stuff, right? So you can secure the name, but don't think that you need the hosting before you secure a name. If you have an idea and a name that's gonna be hot, then you lock it down. You don't got to worry about hosting yet, but just get the name. All right, moving right along. Moving right along. Okay. Oh, that was registration for hosting. So now the common companies to host, we have Namecheap, Bluehost, and GoDaddy. All right. So now let's see if we can actually let's go to Namecheap. So when you go to host the domain, or when you, no, not host the domain. I'm sorry. When you go to purchase a website, you're going to see the same things right here. You're going to see a box, and they're going to ask you what domain name would you like, and then you type in that box, and then um, you type in that box, and then it tells you whether the name is available. Like if I type in Google, right, .com, you should already know that it's not available, right? We can make an offer, but we know it's not available. How about Target? Target.com is taken. Okay, we know that. What about Facebook? Facebook.com is taken. All right, so this is Namecheap. So it's the same thing here. If you go into Bluehost, right? The same, they all look the same. Type in your desired domain right here. This is Bluehost. Now we have GoDaddy. This is a big one too. And like it says, just type in the name, right? So that's what we have right there, right? So now I have the name of domain that I'm going to go with, right? But before I do that, actually, I'm not gonna do it yet because I don't want nobody crazy on here and try to buy it before I do. So let's get back to the presentation, right? All right. So actually, you know what? No, I can't lock it down right now. So what I was thinking of was an old, and I'll show you why. I was thinking of math so easy, right? .com. And I wanted to buy this right here, mathsoeasy.com. And as you can see, to secure the name, how much does it cost? $10.28. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna sign in right now, and I'm actually gonna buy it. But I don't want you guys to see my private information on here. So yeah, so I'm gonna buy it right now. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna buy it right now. Give me a second for it to go through. Math so easy. Make sure I spell it with a Z. I want to add this. Oh no. Did one of y'all guys buy it already? Math so easy. So easy. No, not Academy. I want .com. I want .com. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Mathsoeasy.com. Put it in the cart. Check my cart. Is it there? View cart. Mathsoeasy.com. So as you can see right here, it is now in the cart, right? Math So Easy with a Z, mathsoeasy.com. Auto renew because I'm going to take this seriously. And for the first, and it's, as you can see, it's going to cost me $10.28. All right. So that's all it. So in case you thought it was very expensive to secure a name, that's all it costs, man. That's all it costs. Now, mind you, if it's a more popular name or if you have like a .ai after it, it might be a little bit more expensive, but that's really how much it costs. 4, 8, 1, 3. Get in your wallet. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Continue to review order. One more step. They're paying main sheet. And let's see. They're processing my order. Mm. All right. So as you can see, and it is now 8:13. I started this live at 8 o'clock. As you can see, in under 20 minutes, I have secured a domain name, mathsoeasy.com. Now, hopefully, I'll be able to show you why I secured that name. Oh, and here we go, right here. Let's pull it over. So before COVID, before we even knew what COVID was, I was teaching online. Look at me right there, looking like Dr. King. Look at that. Look at that. Looking like Dr. King right there. So this was a YouTube channel, right? And I started this YouTube channel, I believe I want to say 12 years ago. I started this, hold on, my oldest video is 11 years ago. Yeah, 11 years ago I started this channel. And I started it because I saw that the kids were just always on the devices. I saw this years ago. And I said, damn, they are glued to these screens. Now, mind you, all the kids didn't have cell phones back then like they do now, right? This is 12 years ago. That's some new shit, right? So, but it was the tablet and the laptops, they were glued. And of course, junior high school algebra, they're not bringing in no homework. You know that, right? 30% of the kids are doing it, right? And then, but I would just say, damn, they glued to these tablets. And then I worked in New York, but I live in Connecticut, right? I had just moved to Connecticut, I think, and it was a snowstorm, and I had been reading something about flipping the classroom, and I told my principal at the time, uh, said, yo, let's see if I can Skype in. He was like, Skype in? But he had been, reading, like we were actually reading the flip classroom information together. Said, yo, let's see if we can Skype in. Said, Skype in? I was like, yo, let me try it. And I actually Skyped into the classroom. So I'm in Connecticut, my students are in New York, it's a snowstorm, and I Skyped into the classroom. And I couldn't see them, but a principal called me out. He's like, yo, we on to something here. He said, yo, the kids were glued. They were glued. They were glued to that screen, just how I knew they would be. So then I said, yo, let's take this step further. I said, let me do the flipped classroom for homework. And so that's when this happened here. So as you can see, these videos, the first one, this is 11 years old, right? 11 years old, 11 years old. So this is online learning before COVID. This right here, 10 years old. That's me right there,
Okay, what's going on? It's your boy,
fly with
Mr.
the Yankee hat,
Robinson, and let's
black
get started
mustache,
for
no gray.
today with the Math So Easy team. Today, we're going to be discussing uh, unit rate. And under the umbrella of unit rate, unit speed, and
And
unit
as you can see,
cost,
I was the
the
same thing
main
I'm doing
thing is
now.
to
I'm
know
doing
that
this is
we are
10 years
talking
ago.
about he
Like I
travels
said, this is before
every
COVID.
one, saying that at top speed, this car can travel
This is
180
before
miles
COVID.
every hour.
COVID didn't even exist yet,
Let's take it a step further.
right? And I'm
The
doing the flipped
manufacturers will also
classroom.
tell you that at
That's what
top
we call
speed, this car
this,
can
right?
travel
Look at this video
180
right here.
miles in
10
1
years
hour.
ago, 10 years ago,
Now,
right?
and
It's your kids'
it's
interest. Look at
and
me.
you get full credit because I know
Damn, look at
all
all
my
that dark hair.
students are
Sheesh.
bathed, fed, and they go to sleep at eight
Kind of fat
o'clock.
right there, too.
All my seventh graders, I know they're in the bed by 8 o'clock.
Interesting.
So, like
See,
I
but this
say,
is
you have to
me.
play these videos
This is
over
me
and
right
over and
here
over.
doing mathematics
All
problems,
right.
right?
Now, in this case,
Writing on the
the
screen,
100%, what lines up with that?
right?
That's the initial amount.
And kids were glued to
That
this.
means, okay, what's
So
going
now let's go
on?
back to the
It's your
channel.
boy,
So now if
Mr.
we go to the
Robinson,
channel,
and let's get started for today
you can
with the
see
Math So Easy team.
that the last video I did was, let's go to one of my videos. Let's go to the latest. The latest video I did was 10 years ago. I started this and I just dropped it and I stopped it, right? So I said, you know what? Since I'm moving towards everything online, I said, yo, why don't I try to pick this back up? I never really had a website for it. At least I don't think I did. Maybe a free Google site. I don't teach math anymore. I teach children with autism, but I still have the love for math. And my daughter right now, she's having some struggles in math. So this would be the perfect time to do it. So I'm going to start a math company. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to sell products. I don't know if I'm going to be a online tutor and just have hundreds of students around the country, around the globe. I don't know. But I do know that there's a demand for it because kids just struggle in math. Like after like the third or fourth grade, actually like second grade, depending on like if they don't have any fundamentals, they just start to struggle, right? And parents need help. And I'm just a very, 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 very good teacher. I've sent kids to like MIT, Bronx High School of Science, Stuyvesant. Yeah, check my resume, right? So there's going to be a need for it, but I don't know how it's going to look. But I'm going to find out where the most demand is by using AI, Chat GPT. So, like I said, before COVID, before we knew what remote learning was, I just want to iterate that I saw something happening. I saw something happening, and I was doing this 10 years ago, 11 years ago online. Look at that. That's me right there. Why the flip classroom? I'm doing unit rate problems. Yeah, so all this right here. Look, I was even doing what is this? How to do bar graphs, right? How to make a double bar graph using PowerPoint. It's teaching kids that. Look at that right there. 52,000 views. 52, yeah, wow. 52,000 views. Making a number line using Word, right? Calculating taxes, right? And I was just trying to use fly stuff that they was into. They was in the polo hats, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, we're going to calculate some taxes, using some polo, using polo hats, and 33 views. Those are probably about 33 students that were inside that classroom. All right. So that's why I'm going to start this business, Math So Easy. I'm picking it right back up. So you're going to see me do everything, right? You just saw me get the URL, right? I just got the URL. So now let's see if I can get I want to get a business address, right? I want it to be Terrence at mathsoeasy.com. not terrencerobinsbrown at gmail.com if I'm really trying to do business. Like if you're trying to do business and let's say you are Jim's Electric and you're sending emails, it shouldn't be Jimmy Fontaine 123 at Yahoo or Big Jim at gmail.com. It just shouldn't. You got to be professional. All right. So far I'm in the hole $10.28 because I bought my domain. So now let's see if we can go to let's see if we can get a business email. Let's see. We're gonna go to we're gonna use Google Workspace, right? So Google Workspace, this is the most not the most popular one, but this is the one I like. I I currently use Namecheap for my private email, but this is the first time I'm going to be using Google Workspace because I'm just so used to the Gmail suite, and so you're pretty much using Google just like you would use Gmail, but it's just that your email address will be it'll be customized, right? So now the business name is Math So Easy with a Z. It's just me, yeah, but I'm gonna have some VAs probably. I'll put 2 to 9. All right, why not? Region, United States. Okay, next. All right, first name, CE, Robinson Brown. Current email address. I will put T Robinson Brown at gmail.com. That's my current email address. Or actually, no, you know what I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use math so easy at gmail.com. I'll use that because I do have a math so easy Gmail. Oh, now mind you, I can't find that old page, so I'm gonna have to find a new page unless I find it. Yeah, unless I find it, I'm gonna have to start a whole new channel. Like that channel won't even exist. I got to start brand new. Hopefully not, but we'll see. So mathsoeasy.com, boom, boom, boom. You'll need a domain like example.com to set up an email in the Google. Do you have one? Okay, so now it's asking me, do I have a domain for my business? And I do. I just bought one. So I said, yes, I can have one. Yes, I have one I could use. My domain is math so easy, the Z, mathsoeasy.com. Next. Okay, use this domain and set up the account. Email sent to mathsoeasy.com won't be affected until you set up the email with this account. Okay. Yes. I want to buy a new domain instead. No, I want to set it up with this one right here. So how you use your username to sign into your account? Username, I'll put parents at Math So Easy. Password, and I'm not a robot yet. So Terrence at mathsoeasy.com. Okay. Save. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So remember, right now, what we're doing, we're in the mode of getting a personalized email. We want a custom email. All right. Now, I do believe this service costs, we're going to get the lowest package. I do believe this service is going to be, it's going to be $6 per month. So look, but there's a little something you got to do. They don't show you that option for some reason. All right, so check this out. So now it's telling me to get the business plus. That's what they recommend, right? So we're not going to get the business plus, right? We're not doing that. That's what they recommend. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the 14-day trial, right? But then as soon as we agree to this, we're going to switch down to the $6 package, all right? Because we don't need all this stuff. We don't need 5 terabytes of cloud storage. We don't need 500 participants in a Google Meet. Not yet, at least. We don't need that, right? Maybe I will need that one day. That'll be dope, all right? So we're gonna do try. We're gonna do try free for 14 days. All right. There we go. Account type. I'm gonna put my address, but I'm going to not do it in front of you guys. I don't want y'all popping up at the crib. Okay. I almost said it out loud. All right, cool. Add a debit card. Oh man, I gotta do that right now. Actually, let's just add a PayPal. Add PayPal. Yeah, we'll do that. Read and continue. Setting up billing. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Uh-huh. That's me. Boom, boom, boom. Agree and continue. All right, so check it out. So read and continue. Uh-oh, hold on. Terms at mathsoeasy.com. Oh, what did I do wrong? No, nothing, right? Setting up billing. Okay, cool. So now, look, so now what do we do so far? We secured our domain and we are about to, oh, okay, look, I want to show you each step. All right, so now they're saying, hey, do we want the Gemini business add-on? So this is like the AI. Look, everybody's with AI. Boost productivity with generative AI, right? So it rewrites your text, it rewrites your emails, it helps you write emails. We don't need this. We're gonna skip that. But Gemini, from what I hear, it is hot. I'm actually hearing that the free version of Gemini is competing with the paid version of ChatGPT that I use. Hmm. I don't know about that, but we'll see. I guess because I'm gonna play with it. All right, so I understand. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm probably agreeing to something that I shouldn't agree to, but I understand. Okay. Welcome to the admin console. This is where you'll manage your account. Let's take a few minutes to set things up. And then now we're setting things up. Hmm. Okay. Next. Okay. Once we verify ownership. So next, okay. Let's verify the ownership. Create other ones. Anyone that nope, nobody else needs one. Not yet. Activate Gmail. Yes, I do want a Gmail. Yes, I do. Activate Gmail from that. Redirect email from your current provider to Google. Okay. Okay. All right. So now I have to go through all these steps to protect. So now it's going through each of the steps, right? All right, so it is now 8:28. This is gonna I have to kind of let this run, I believe. Hold on, so let me click protect and see what happens. All right. Make sure no one else can use Mastery.com, sign up, help you there before you start. Make sure you have name, cheap account, and password. Okay, so I'm ready to protect my domain. Click. So now I guess it wants my Namecheap credentials. Remember, I went to Namecheap to get the domain, so I'm guessing that it wants my Namecheap credentials, right? Click manage button and domain you're setting up today. Okay, so now look, so now we have to do this whole thing right here, right? It's asking us to go back and find our DNS records right here. I'm gonna record that, and this is gonna, so I'm gonna record these next steps, and they are going to be in my community, right? And then I'll upload that so you guys can actually follow along, right? But I'm not going to do that in front of you because that may take a while, but that will be in the community section. And I'll record everything, and especially the last part to show you when I switch it from the $21 a month to the $6 a month that we're going to pay, just so you can see that also. Because I want to do a tally sheet to see how much in the red that we're going to start off. Because we're going to start off in the red. We have to make a few investments, okay? Got to make a few investments. We have to invest in ourselves, invest in our business, right? All right, so I'm out of here. That was it for tonight. Tomorrow, tune in. We're going to do part two of this, starting a business right in front of you and make it profitable right in front of you. Online business, Makersville. Thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m.